how many diseases would remain? Because most of the diseases are covered. Now, the obstetrics you are talking about, if you go to the health center 3, if you do they would have seen your baby inside the womb, how the baby is. But people don't do that. So, when we started, the health center cities were supposed to be 1 per sub-county. At that time, we had like 2,000 sub-counties. I'm sure I have not checked. But if you check, you may find that all the old sub-counties already now have health center 3, the old ones. The ones they say don't have are the new ones. I will check it, And the reason we selected the sub-county is that it is because I know what a sub-county is. I know the ones of Ankole, I know the ones in Ruero here, like Semuto, Gobakuzarawa, Nalongo.
Masaka Sera.
Masaka sijimanyi bulungi abana buddu abo nabayita mbuyisi. Naye Ruero, if you take like Semuto sub-county, from Semuto to the boundary with Makurubita, just 2 miles, Maware. From there to the boundary with the said health center 3 at the sub-county. You could even walk to the sub-county. You didn't even have to use people don't concentrate on this. They don't listen, they don't. So, if there was this proper antenatal, statement about the premature and the incubators and all that, I will check. That one I don't want to talk about what I'm not sure about.
Thank you so much.
But I can tell you, if we use the prevention, you get rid of 70% of the sicknesses.
Neyanzanyo His Excellency amanya nze mwesigwa David nga nkola ne Galaxy TV mugwo mukaga lwe nali mu State House. His Excellency natusa report gye wali nga nkugamba nti amalwaliro Petro abakazi bazaalira wansi n'abazadde ku ssaawa 9 bwe zituuka ssaawa 10 kibakakatako kubagamba muveeyo ku bitanda mugende ebweru. Newekanga omwana eyazaddwa ng'ali mu mbeera ennungi ng'afunye ammonia kusinziira ku mpewo gy'aba afunye ebweru. Ne nkuleetera ripoota endala. Kayunga General Hospital oxygen kasifute mwaka mulamba n'ekitundu. Ne nkuleetera na Muganga Health Center 3 nti eddwaliro ddamba lina abasawo 4 naye weekend tekola. His Excellency n'osuubiza nti ogenda kukikwatako. Tetulabangako kigenda mu maaso. Abakazi bakyeyongera kuzaalira wansi ekyo kimu. Ekyokubiri weeyongeddeko n'omuze nti omwana omukazi eyandibadde n'amaanyi agazaala kimukakatako kumusindika mu operation bokusobola kweyolera omusimbi. Kyesitegera obunafu His Excellency buli side ki buli eri Ministry of Health eri abakulira amalwaliro oba mu ba RDC and DSOs. Neyanzanyo Mr. Excellency.
Simanyoba amanyago ani
amanya nze mwesigwa David nga nkola ne Galaxy TV.
Simanya oba mwesigwa nampayiriza simanyi kubanga well, but fortunately now totumye wetukide mwesigwa kati nabanja lyawo nabanja yingira musonga ya mwesigwa munango ntase mwe omanyize kindabye wano mu Uganda kunyoma simanyo kunyoma obutafaayo unakolagana nabanja oluvanyuma simanyi oba kunyooma oba ki kubanga owulira Mwesigwa byagamba omujjuzo anda biweddewo okusula ku lubalaza okuzaala in the veranda. It is because the plan was never listened to. Because all the other people, they all come to Mukono. The number is bigger. So there's some issue of discipline. Mulago here, Mulago is supposed to be. So the issue of discipline. Discipline. I think also the leaders don't insist. Yeah. Count how many health centers I will check when I come in the afternoon on the rally. I will talk about it. How many health centers we have now?
1,500.
And how many were the old sub-counties?
They were less than 1,000.
Yeah, no, they were like 1,200.
And then we had health center 3s, then 2,030 health center 4s. That gives you 1,700 sub-counties, each with a health unit.
Yes. Yes. So I can conclude here, Mwesigwa, and all of you, by giving you example of our time. Mom and myself, we were born in a place called Ruhama. Ruhama was together with Rwampara. They were one. It was all called Rwampara. Now, that time, what they were calling a dispensary, what you can call Health Center 3, was only one in Chinoni. It's 25 miles from Tungamo, where we were born, and it's 15 miles from Barara. And Rwampara would go from Barara on the way to Kabare up to mile 48. And we had only one health center equivalent. Now, all those sub-counties have health centers. The ones over Rwampara, Muizi, Bugamba. Biaranga can check for me later on. You tell me how many health centers it is in Rwampara. The old Rwampara, which was Rwampara Raham, at the time it was one. So that was our strategy. Have more health centers so that you deal with all the prevention there. What should be going to the district hospital should be. Thank you so much.
You asked for 6, and the last one is this one.
Oh.
Thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Erios Namugambe. I work with Channel 44. Aga Primary. Naye manji ku masomero gano mu byalo eyewala abaana basomera wansi mu miti. Ate n'abasomesa ennaku zino babadde beekalakaasanga. Ate kumpi balina zikubira bikonde tebazifuna, abaana bangi ennaku zino tebakyasoma abali mu byalo. Ogenda kukola otya mu kisanja kino okulaba ng'ensonga eno egonjoolwa kisanja kino Jjajja Mwami?
Now let's see how many primary schools do we have now?
Your Excellency, we have 12,549 primary schools run by government.
12,000.
12,000, yes, sir.
Namugambe.
Namugambe.
Yes.
Now, Namugambe, plan ye twatandika nayo yali okufuna essomero lya gavumenti Bulumuluka. Owulire Namugambe, va ku bya Ruhanga aleme okudiverting, owulirize Kati, you check the parishes. When we started, I remember the parishes were like 5. So I think by now, all the old parishes may have already got a primary school.
We now have primary schools in 6,200 parishes.
But these are new ones.
Yeah, including the new one. All the old ones have now.
Yes.
All of them have.
Yes.
We have now.
The problem is again of tough because come to the microphone, Namugam. So the Twatankana I think, but we can check. And the plan was make sure there is a government primary school per parish. Of Mama and myself, the one of Chikoni. But even if we maintained the old one, the one we had in that parish, children could have in some of the, I think the density, because what we're talking about is the density. The density of the schools is not enough. Kati, abasomesa, okubasa, people like Tayeba know something about, you know about schools. Come and say something. How will they pay? The pay which these people, these teachers are looking down upon in the government schools compared to what they are paid in private. The arts teachers now, the ones who are striking.
Mzee, most of the teachers in the art schools are not even paid in the private schools. Because when we go to the village and we engage with them, especially the ones in the rural schools, they are not even paid. But now the has not been even the amount they are earning. They are only saying you have given so and so, the science much more. So we also want to take what you've given the other party. So but Mzee, most like up country, around 200,000.
But in the private schools?
Yes, in the primary schools, for private.
How much are they paid?
Around 200,000.
Nabanja, you know something?
In the private schools, Mzee, not government.
So Namugambe, guno omusala gwaffe gwe banyooma gusingira ddala kye basasola mu private schools. And regarding the difference between the scientists and the arts, it is because we want your economy to develop. In order for the economy to develop, these roads need engineers to look after them, the engineers. The power stations need electrical engineers. The hospitals need doctors. The literature, I'm a man of literature. I can quote for you Shakespeare, what Shakespeare said and all that. But when there is a problem on the road, I can't. Let's start with the scientists, because they are fewer, but they are needed immediately. Later on, we shall go to the arts. For them, they say, no, if we all don't get, nobody gets. Now, that's what we cannot accept. Yeah. That is so much selfishness, where you say, if I don't get, nobody else gets. In the bush, we had no food. I keep telling you this. But if there was little food, we would give it to the soldier who is on duty that day. You eat more so that you don't kusumagira, and they come and kill us. Yes, I am a commander, I am senior to you, but you get more food because we need you now. Nabanja, banyonyere kucha ensasolo y'abasomesa the private ones. Ate yagala mu Luganda kubanga Oluganda olusinga olwange.
Owekitiibwa President, mu gavumenti omusomesa afuna esente entono ennyo, afuna $5,800 buli mwezi gross. Kakati mu private schools bafuna okuva ku $20,000 abamu bafuna na 15 ate bazisasula mu bitundutundu ate oluusi mu holidays tibabasasula. Oweekitiibwa President, waliwo abasomesa okusinziira ku budde bwe bamaze nga basomesa. Abasomesa abamu kaŋŋambe nga abaluddewo nga basomesa naddala aba head teachers bafuna wakati w'emitwalo 98 oluusi okutuuka ku million aba private. Mukama wange President, watulagira okufeezinga abasomesa bano okuva 2019 baludde nga tubongezaako, si kituufu nti tetwongezangako. Ate noddamu n'olagira juuzi emabegako mu 2024 nti abantu bonna abali mu arts tubongeze omusaala okutandikira ku ba security abo twabakozeeko omwaka guno, ate omwaka oguddako 2026-2027 watugamba tubongeze ebitundu 25, then mu myaka 3 tube nga tuli mu bitundu 7. Oweekitiibwa President, aba arts bwe bati bwe bali ate nga tujja kubongeza kubanga kyolagira tewali akiddamu.
So n'olwekyo those fellows are selfish. They don't tebalowooza ku nsi yaabwe, beerowooza ko bokka. That's why we cannot they should go back to work. They are very selfish. For abasirikale tubadde tufuna omusaala mitono emyaka gino gyonna, myaka 5 mu 5 nze ndwana tebansosola bansasula katono naye nendwana ndi wano timundaba. Even now, you know how much salary I earn? Do you know, Namugambe? They pay me 3.6 million. Nenjako 20% for the NRM. Mama wanasigaza ku account here 2.7 million. Nagani kuongeza omusaala kubanga nagamba sisobola kweyongeza omusaala when the abantu building our country, and then if we are still there we shall be well paid, if not our children will be well paid. Okuzimba ensi yaffe. So Julius Msigu has dismissed us.
Julius Muchunguzi, on behalf of the Commission, thanks you for coming.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of the day on UBC.